What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Father Son Fantasy Football Podcast. My name is Paul.
My name is Justin. And then where you at, Sam?
My name is Sam. That was a
Yeah.
nice little intro there, Paulie. I've never heard a
I know. I got really stupid. I was like, ooh.
"What's up, everybody?" I'm
What's
getting a little
up,
too
everybody?
comfortable there, Paulie.
Just a little bit, you got a little bit of that going on right there.
I feel bad.
All right.
All of our new listeners
Paulie's
are
a little drunk.
like, Paulie's
No, I just got home from work. No,
Just got not yet. What do we have? We have football to talk about. We are a fantasy football podcast. If you guys are new, I don't know what the intro was, but we mainly talk about football.
It was awesome, is what it was.
It was awesome, yeah. We lowered it down
Thanks,
to like
Sam.
about 1 to 2 episodes a week because it's later in the season, and we know that a lot of people don't listen to podcasts this late unless they're
Die hard.
They're diehard. So we tone it down. We just lay off on all the stats and stuff because I feel like now in the season you know who's good and who's not good. We will get some sleepers though, and then next off season, stat overload and banter overload. And that's what.
By the way, this is one of the more important weeks. Last week before playoffs.
if you're like
Yes,
me,
it is.
in 2 leagues I'm basically win or I'm kicked out. So
Me too.
yeah,
In one league. I have a bye week in the Scott Fish
yes
Bowl
you
this
do.
week.
I saw. Yes,
that's good, Sam. Awesome.
it is good.
I'm always going to boast about that.
You have to. And
You
next
can
year,
boast about that. That's a good accomplishment right there.
Beat Matt Harmon. You hear that, Matt Harmon?
Matt
I'm coming.
Harmon. He doesn't listen, but if he does,
Come on, Matt.
Matt Harmon. Sorry about that, bro.
That's almost that's a good accomplishment, almost as much as Justin not making it in the playoffs in his own league.
Dude, did you not hear what I said? I said I win, I
you
make
have
it.
you have to win.
And why won't
There's
I
a
win?
There's like 5 of you tied at 5 and 7, so
I wish
have
you were-
to win.
I wish you were playing your dad.
He hasn't beat me.
You
yet,
want me to
Sam.
get in the
Even-
playoffs?
Damn, he even lost in a subscriber league this week. And
Okay,
I had a guy in a bye that I forgot to take out, and so did he, but he still lost, Sam, by like 2 points. So he still hasn't beat me yet. In a subscriber league, I'm in dead last place.
I enjoy you two very much.
All right. Subscriber League, we'll talk about that real quick. I was in first place. Still am, because, that's what I do. I'm in first place.
Yeah,
My
well-
dad's in dead last. I felt really bad. I was like, dude, the podcast, people are
Hey,
going to be
wait,
looking at the host. Or people are going to be looking at the host. Like, they want to see the host do well. Because, like, oh, these guys know what they're talking about. You were in last place. Like, you know what? I got to get this guy a win. I'll leave
I've
Mitch
got-
Trubisky in there. So I left
That
Mitch
league-
Trubisky in
listen-
there. And then you got to win. So now you have 3 wins on the year. And you're tied for last.
I've had a lot of injuries in that league. And I've also had Le'Veon Bell who killed me. So that's the only league I didn't make the playoffs. Unfortunately, I wanted to in the subscriber league because it's our own league, and that's sad I didn't make it in
I
there,
have
but
2 out of 3 of Sam's favorite players on my team. That's Alvin Kamara.
Kamara,
Yep. And
Galladay.
not Galladay. 2 of 4. Two of his top 4. I'll give you a hint. Who is the truth, the light?
Oh, Patty. Patty
Yeah.
Mahomes. Wait, how did I miss that? How dumb am I?
No, but yeah, that's what happened. I left Mitch Trubisky in last week. I said, you know what? I had to.
We don't-
I don't know. Anyway, I'm winning
okay.
in the other league.
You don't-
I'm making the playoffs. You watch out. It's happening.
You
I'll
don't-
see you
you
first
don't-
round. Knock you out first round. Goodbye.
If you don't make the playoffs in your own league, we're gonna.
I
have
just
a
want
nice
to face
talk.
Bob or Thomas
We're-
first round
listen.
and knock him out.
We're gonna have a nice talk on next week's podcast. That's all I know.
Next year, we got to get Sam in the league with us.
See how he's avoiding
That
it,
has
Sam.
to happen, Sam.
Well, he's in a subscriber league next year. We're putting him in a subscriber league.
Welcome to the
Listen,
league.
I'm an expert.
where he's-
I'm an
he's in the
expert. I
league.
don't want to be too unfair to people.
Oh boy, here we
Oh,
go.
okay. Well, I mean, he's got a good point, but all right. We're gonna talk about
Anyway,
this.
good luck. Good luck if you guys are in the playoffs. Good luck if you need this win to get into
Dude,
the playoffs.
it's not the outro yet.
This is a big week.
This is the big week, so we're gonna give you the start sits. But before we get into that,
Not for me because I'm in either way.
Got him.
I gotta find a new co-host.
All right.
Game tomorrow night is recording this on Wednesday. Is the Cowboys and the Saints, and the Cowboys are on a 3-game win streak. And our little friend Bob, you don't know Bob, Sam, but if you did, you'd probably wish you didn't. Right, Dad?
Yeah, he's a cheater.
Okay, well, he thinks he's a cheater.
I
It's
hope-
just a
I
lot
hope he
of.
missed that.
We're not gonna get to that, all right? But anyway, he's a big Cowboys fan, and it's all I hear. So I get lots of joy when the Cowboys lose, and he thinks the Cowboys are actually gonna beat the Saints.
They
And
don't stand a chance.
there was a tweet
No.
today that someone tweeted out that the Cowboys would beat the Saints if, and then and I responded, if the year was 1992. I don't think there's a chance at all that the Cowboys win the game. I mean, there's a chance.
There's a slim chance just because that defense is pretty good. And
the defense doesn't mean anything against that offense.
No one's been able.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I am not saying that they are going to stop an immovable object. I'm saying that even if they slow them down a little bit and Dak and Amari Cooper continue their chemistry that we've seen, there's a slim chance.
I personally don't think that all right, so say they do whatever, they score with Amari Cooper and Dak, they're not going to be able to keep pace with Drew Brees and friends. Like, Dak Prescott, when's the last time he threw over 300 yards? I don't know.
Well, I think the best answer is they control the clock with Zeke.
And then when they get the ball back for the 2 minutes, the Saints will have the ball. The Saints will score 40-plus points. I don't know. The one factor also is the Cowboys have not lost at home this year. But
mind you, the Saints have lost. They lost to Tampa Bay. Now they did get outscored in that game, like 40-30 something.
Yeah, that was week 1, right? They started.
I mean, Dak and Amari have looked good since Amari's come on. Zeke is one of the best running backs in the league, and that defense has been very good this year. If they can hold the ball or take the ball away from the Saints, I said a slim chance. I did not say a significant chance. I said slim.
Hey, I agree with Sam a little bit there because anybody can win a game. It doesn't matter who you play. And he is right about Dallas. They got all the things going for him, but nobody has been able to stop the Saints recently at all. The Saints have just been running all over everybody. Drew Brees is getting it done. That whole team is just scoring a lot of points, and they don't need a lot of time to score. No. They just up and down that field so fast. I mean, I think they're 7.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Saints.
Just 7.5. That's it. I mean, it makes sense. All right. Well, yeah, we'll find out tomorrow.
Dallas is at home, and Dallas is, like you said, they haven't lost this year at home.
I will definitely be deleting this podcast episode if the Cowboys win, but they're not going to. So we don't have to. So we're gonna get to this week's start sits because, unlike my dad, people need to win this week.
Thanks, buddy. That was a good one.
Are you going to be resting your players this week, Dad, to get primed for the playoffs?
You know, in the home league, I'm in the third spot because I just got beat because I had some running back issues, but I got beat by the cheater. So I would have been in second, but so I'm in third spot by 2 games. So I'm going to stay in a third spot no matter what. So I might as well just sit everybody and
rest them. They don't get injured. They won't get
injured. Let everybody go. Well, what is he doing?
They won't get injured if you don't play them. Anthony Lynn should take some notes.
You're putting a lineup in.
What the heck? We saw lots of injuries last week at the running back position specifically. So we're going to start at the running back position this week for the start sits. And we're going to start at not the cream of the crop, but like people who, if you got them in the draft in like the 9th round and you may be starting them over a 3rd round pick. So easy answer. I'll start it off easy. I'm going to give you Aaron Jones or Tariq Cohen / Jordan Howard, whatever way you want to put it. I think.
I mean, it's Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. All right. See, Dad?
Tariq Cohen.
Ooh.
Dude, I'll put that on the table or whatever table we have. Put it on a desk.
I think it's going to be a good game for Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen.
I do not.
But he's still been impossible to trust as of late because no touchdowns, but he's had at least 15 PPR points and 6 of his
Tariq Cohen or
past 8 games. Tariq Cohen.
Yeah, you said Howard. Yeah, Howard's trash. I just don't think Nagy's offense suits him as much as they're using both, so that's what happens. But what about your guy here, Philip Lindsay? Both my dad and Sam's guy, and I guess kind of my guy, or Gus Edwards. One's facing Cincinnati, one's facing Atlanta. Both good matchups, both waiver wire pickups most likely, unless you're Sam.
I don't know.
You can't say I don't know.
No, hold on. That's a tough one. I mean, let me talk through it.
Okay.
So then, the Bengals, the last 5 weeks have given up the most fantasy points to running backs in PPR. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think both are must starts.
Absolutely.
And then Atlanta has given up the 5th most over the last 5 weeks. And then on the season, they've given up the 3rd most. And with Lamar Jackson in there, it just opens up holes. God, I don't know. That's tough. They're both must starts this week.
Yeah.
I mean, Gus Edwards has looked good the last 2 weeks.
Well, so is Philip Lindsay.
Right. Philip Lindsay's looking good.
Philip
for more
Lindsay
than
was the first running back to put over 100 yards against the Steelers run defense, and my dad pointed out, and I was like, yeah, he's pretty good. We know he's good. Gus Edwards, like you said, the whole thing with Lamar Jackson, he's good. We know that.
I'll say this. I think Gus Edwards will have more opportunities than Philip Lindsay because he doesn't have to split it with anybody, really. That one's hard to choose.
Yeah, the thing with Denver too, they're playing Tampa Bay. So
no, Cincinnati.
No, I'm sorry, Cincinnati. Cincinnati's tied with Tampa Bay, and for 17 touchdowns by running backs.
Yeah, it's tough because both of them, I think, they have back-to-back 100-yard games.
Yeah.
I'll go. I guess I'll just ride the guy that's been doing it all year. I'll go with Lindsay, but I don't think you can go wrong either way with either of them. So,
yeah, I agree. Gus Edwards did miss practice today with an ankle injury. I don't think it's to be known as that serious, but I would keep an eye out on it. And
there was something out on Alex Collins, wasn't there?
That's why Ty Montgomery is the next guy I want to talk about. I think he's a good sneaky start this week, and so does Mr. Derek Brown at Debro_FFB. Gosh, shout out Derek for it. I did pick him up in one of my leagues. So if Gus Edwards is, say, limited and like all week or doesn't practice until Friday, are you going to be putting Ty Montgomery, if you're in like a hurt situation, say you have no other running backs, like no wide receivers or running backs in your flex, and you're looking between, let's say, Peyton Barber's been hot or Ty Montgomery?
I'd go Ty Montgomery just because Atlanta's been terrible against pass catching backs. Like I said, 3rd overall in PPR formats, or they've allowed the 3rd most fantasy points. They've allowed the most receptions to running backs as well.
Yeah, Dad.
So yeah, I would stick Ty Montgomery in there if I needed to.
I would do that too. I like him as a start. Dad, what about you?
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, and now we're gonna get to more hot hands waiver wire pickups, and it's Josh Adams, or not waiver wire pickup, Austin Eckler. Those two guys, both. I'm giving the hard ones already, I guess you could say, but Josh Adams goes against Washington, who's 7th in fantasy points allowed according to 4for4, and then you have Austin Eckler, who's stepping into that not workhorse role, but definitely going to get an increase in touches against Pittsburgh's defense, who is 10th against the running back.
I got to go Adams because the rhetoric coming out of Eagles practice is that they're trying to get Adams more and more carries. And I don't think we've seen Eckler without Melvin Gordon, and he wasn't great. I think Eckler will get an uptick in touches, but I think Justin Jackson will take a decent amount of touches as well, especially the ones running the ball up the middle. So
yeah,
I think Adams is going to get a majority of those touches.
They're facing a tough Steelers defense too that's getting better.
Yeah, I like Josh Adams pick there.
The Redskins have allowed the 11th most points to running backs over the last 5 weeks as well.
So a little tidbit stat. This is why we have Sam on the show, for the deep dive, the random stats for start sits. He writes an article. If you guys didn't know, you can go check that out. His Twitter's at FFStompy. Shameless plug for you. Got you.
Appreciate it. I don't know. I'm going to plug something else at the end of the show, so everybody stay tuned.
Or just skip. One of the two.
Or just skip, whatever. But stay tuned.
But stay tuned.
Listen to the tidbits I have to say here, and then listen to what I have to say later.
Oh, or just listen all the time. All right, we got Carlos Hyde or TJ Yeldon.
Hyde.
Why?
Yeah, Hyde.
Whoa! I'll put a bet at both of you guys. I'll put Yeldon now.
Hyde is more in the mold of Fournette. They play the Colts, so
whose defense is getting better too.
Right, but they have also allowed running backs to catch the ball on them. So I actually thought about putting Yeldon. Sorry, they've allowed here over the last 5 weeks. They've allowed the 4th most receptions to running backs. I was thinking about putting Yeldon on this article that will be coming out. I couldn't do it just because I think Hyde will take a bulk of the carries, and even when Fournette was out and it was Yeldon and Hyde, Yeldon didn't do all that much, and Yeldon hasn't done that much in terms of receptions the last few weeks. So it's hard for me to say Yeldon. I'd rather have Hyde just because I think there's a 10 to 15 carry floor there that he's going to get, and he's, like I said, in the same mold as Fournette, which I think they've built that team around.
Yeah, for sure. And it hasn't worked out that well for him, I guess. But Cody Kessler's getting the start. I don't know. Who knows what to expect with that? I think a lot of dump offs will happen.
How about that? So start your Colts defense, by the way, because they have a new offensive coordinator. They don't have their star running back, and they now have a new quarterback.
They don't have their star quarterback.
Their star quarterback.
Star. The best. The boat.
He's elite.
The boat. Elite. We'll do 2 more. We're gonna do Mark Ingram or the hot hand and Kenyon Drake. Both going
Well,
top
I mean,
run
it
defense.
really depends on if Drake plays, right?
Yeah,
his
so
shoulder's
if
up.
Drake's fine, say good to go, come Friday. If not, I'll put Lamar Miller in place of him for the start set. You can add all 3. Kenyon Drake, Lamar Miller, Mark Ingram. Rank I guess. So if I were to go first, I'll give you guys a baseline. I'm saying Lamar Miller just because of the defense he's going against. And then I'm putting in Ingram, and then I'm putting last place Kenyon Drake. But that's just me.
I'm going Drake first.
Oh, I'm going Ingram first.
Oh, jeez. You're welcome, viewers. Next one.
All right. Well, no. So, Kenyon Drake faces. Oh, I just forgot who they play.
Kenyon Drake faces Buffalo.
Really? What?
Buffalo at Miami
No.
this week.
Really?
Oh, never mind. I thought they had played somebody different. So never mind. Ignore me. So I'm going Lamar, Miller, Drake, or Ingram, and then Drake. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
That's the
I didn't know who
answer.
they were playing.
And the answer
But
is
Miller had a fantastic game.
fantastic
on Monday
run.
night.
Yep.
I mean, that was
He did.
so. I'm taking Ingram over Miller.
Fantastic run, not game. I disagree with the game.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
think he looked like crap.
162 yards.
97 off of
no,
one,
he did
though.
not. That's fine.
And
but
who was number 24? Malcolm Butler. He got cooked by Lamar
Still
Miller.
had 160 yards, no matter how you look
Yeah,
at
I
it.
know.
Yeah,
but he
and
got
it was on
cooked
like
by
16
Lamar Miller.
It was on like 16 carries or something like that.
He got cooked by Lamar Miller.
No, it was more. It was less than that. Hold on.
I think it was like
It was
15.
162 yards on 12 carries.
All right,
So he still averaged like
8 yards a carry without that run.
6 yards, 8 yards a carry without that other one. So he had a fantastic game.
All right, that's the
Yeah,
answer.
no.
I mean,
Justin, you're wrong. Justin, you're wrong.
Yep, you're wrong, Justin.
just because the
I
stats
don't think
numbers
this
don't
isn't-
lie, but neither do I. And that's
I don't think this is an Ingram game.
I don't think it's an Ingram game.
Dallas has a decent run defense. They're ranked 8th in DVOA against the run. I think that this is more of a Kamara game. So I think Miller's probably got the best matchup this week. So yeah, it's probably Miller, Ingram, Drake.
I agree with that like that. And my dad, Ingram, nothing going wrong with Ingram. He can get a touchdown.
No.
We don't know.
I got no problem with Sam's
we
views.
really
Sam,
don't.
I mean, he's
Sam's
playing
views
Dallas defense.
from the 6. And we also got LeGarrette Blount this week or Doug Martin. That's what I want to know.
Is Johnson playing? That's gonna kill me in the.
Yeah, I don't know. He's questionable. I mean, LeGarrette Blount actually has a good matchup if he plays. Let's see.
LA.
Would you say Blunt or who?
I said Blunt or Doug Martin. Kansas City, Rams, both 2 good run defense for running backs. So
Yeah, I think that Martin's going to get taken out of that game really early.
taken out because
But-
we're getting crushed.
Oh yeah, I think Jalen Richard's a good start this week.
Gotcha. So Doug Martin, Duke Johnson. Yeah, Duke.
God, I don't like Duke this week
I think I'm going Doug.
because the Texans.
Yeah, Texans run
Doug
defense look good. You're going Doug Martin. I'm going Doug Martin too. And then I'm gonna finish it off with one after Sam's answer.
My answer for what?
The Doug Martin or Duke Johnson.
Didn't I just say I don't like Duke this week?
Yeah, but you lagged. It's okay.
No, you didn't, Sam. You weren't lagging, Sam. Justin's just slow.
What do you mean? My internet's slow.
It's like Duke this week.
I would probably take Doug Martin just because the Texans defense, run defense specifically, is very good.
Gotcha. Alvin Kamara this week. Who's gonna have more points? Not saying for a start 6. Obviously, you're starting Kamara. So, Dad, Kamara or Barkley? Let's see how much love Kamara gets from Sam.
It's going to be Kamara, but Barkley's going to – I mean, the Giants are going to get smoked.
Timeout, Sam.
Smoke.
Sam, a big timeout. You see the timeout signal, Sam?
Yeah, but smoke.
Last week, I had Barkley. Let me take a look. Maybe my writing is wrong. 46 points? Kamara.
Who did he play last week?
Is that 11?
Who did they play last week?
46 to 11?
They played the
Who
Falcons.
did they play last week? Who?
I'm
the Falcons
talking the Giants.
Philly.
Oh, who do they play this week? Who do they play this week?
Dallas, and then Chicago.
Oh,
yeah. All right, timeout. Whoa. If you're saying any defender, I don't even care if it's Khalil Mack or not. Like, yeah, Khalil Mack is going to tackle him, but all I got to do is run to the right side. He can easily juke out. Like, it doesn't matter. Do you see that run he had, 56-yard touchdown run? Dude.
All right, Sam, I'm just put it on the table. I'm taking Barkley. You're taking Kamara.
All right, I'll do that.
All right.
Listen, Chicago has a very good run defense.
Very good defense. Their defense is better than the
very good defense,
Cowboys' offense.
You lost that one by 35 points last week.
The Giants are going to get smoked.
Oh, we're not winning. We're just going to have points from Barkley.
I don't care as long as Barkley scores more than Kamara. I'm happy.
All right, we're gonna go quarterbacks, and I want to do this quick. Like I'm talking under 4 minutes. I'm rapid firing quarterbacks off to you. Then when it gets to the tough ones, any tidbit for fantasy points definitely helpful. So Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck. It's a tough one.
Luck. No, it's not. Luck.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has been playing well as of late.
Luck has been playing well all the time.
Yes, he has. And I'm taking Russell Wilson.
They dead.
I'm going Luck.
Dad, Breeze or Mahomes?
Ooh.
Don't say Breeze here because he's going against Oakland, dude.
He's playing Dallas. I'm gonna leave that. I love Breeze.
Mahomes is gonna throw
Breeze
the ball
is my
left-handed.
guy. I'm not betting that this
All right,
week.
Big Ben, Aaron Rodgers. I think it's
God.
easy for me.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going Ben.
Sam's right. I'm pointing this way because
He was right twice last week. He was right twice last week against me, and I was right 4 times.
Oh, jeez. He's going to brat the stats now, Sam. So we're going to avoid this. Next one. Kirk Cousins or Lamar Jackson?
You guys split, so we're not even going to talk about it because you two just split. So.
We had the same mindset. It's most things. Kirk Cousins, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson against the Falcons.
Kirk Cousins. I'm not a Lamar Jackson fan.
Lamar Jackson or...
You what?
He's not a Lamar Jackson fan. My dad does not like quarterbacks that run.
Oh, bro.
No,
what?
I don't. Sorry. I don't care.
This show's over. I'm leaving.
All right, we got Marcus Mariota or Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers all day long. Rivers is fantastic.
Riv, man. Priv.
All right, all right, here we go. Phillip Rivers or Lamar Jackson. I'll take Lamar.
Phillip Rivers, you're out of your
Put it on the
table.
Put it on the table.
How can you go?
Jameis Winston, Phillip Rivers. Jameis Winston, Phillip Rivers. Give it to me.
I'll take Phillip Rivers all day long.
Give me Winston. Put another one.
I love.
And then we're gonna go to people at the stream. So sorry. Yeah, Case Keenum, Derek Carr, Matthew Stafford. These are 3 people who I think have good matchups that can potentially put up points, but most likely not. But they can potentially put up points.
I think it's got to be. I shouldn't say it's got to be. I think Stafford, just because he's going to have to throw to keep up.
Yeah, but he can't. He hasn't done that the last 2 weeks. He had to throw to keep up. He's done nothing.
He didn't. Not really. I mean, not against the Bears. But Keenum, you can just lean on the run game against Cincinnati, and then Carr just absolutely not.
Yeah, no. All right, last quarterback thing, Dad. This is.
Hold on, let your father answer. Respect your elders.
Thank you, Sam. Man, you always just want to run me down, and just for that, I would take Case Keenum out of those 3.
I mean, I get it because Cincinnati's defense is awful, but their run defense is so bad. And
I think it's a good matchup for him, though.
I absolutely agree. They've built their game since coming off the bye around the run game, which they have needed to do the entire season. And Philip Lindsay is surging right now, and I just can't. And Royce Freeman's back, so I can't see them going away from that. But I mean, I respect the view because their pass defense is terrible too. So
I agree with you. I think both of them running backs are going to score this week. Also, I look for Denver to score a lot of points this week.
Cortland Sutton, please, Cortland Sutton. Just please.
Nah, dude, he's got his cinder block hands going on.
This is why it's a good buy low for Cortland Sutton
I
in
think
Dynasty.
I think he's a good buy for next year.
Yes, Dynasty, not redraft.
I don't think he's a good buy for this year.
No, definitely not. But I need him.
You know, and we'll talk about him in tight ends, Matt Lacoste. I think Matt Lacoste is actually a decent low end tight end.
Dan Arnold. Watch out for Dan Arnold in Dynasty. Last quarterback thing. This is important, Dad. I'll put a bet on this. Eli Manning, Josh Allen. Let's see how scared you are of this defense.
I gotta take Eli Manning.
All right, give me Josh Allen. Put it on the table.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna take Josh Allen, really?
Dude, Josh Allen's actually been really good this year. Believe it or not, he's been like the second best rookie quarterback.
That's not saying much, then.
No,
well, I mean, with Rosen and Darnold in there, I mean, it's
Baker.
Mayfield, Allen, and then
that's the point.
Lamar Jackson's kind of a tweener right now because they started throwing the ball a little bit last week.
That's the coaching on that one. All right, we're gonna go to wide receivers and cinder block man, Cortland Sutton. Apparently, I mean, it sucks because he was doing good, and all of a sudden he gets the role and he just gets nervous. And
I would.
So
he was getting targets. But if you ever follow Matt Waldman, he was very down on Sutton because Sutton tends to clap his hands on the ball when he catches.
Like Jason Garrett?
No, I mean it's legitimately like tries to clap at the ball, and he's definitely had issues this entire season catching the ball. Now it's a thing that can be fixed, sure, but that was one of Matt Waldman's
buy low.
Biggest thing. So I think he is a buy low.
Best buy low.
I mean, I think you got to let it kind of ride it out through the end of the season and then try and buy it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, I agree.
Now, cinder block man himself, Cortland Sutton, or Traquan Smith. Easy answer, Traquan Smith. Next question. That's what I say.
But
You agree, Dad?
Yes. Next question.
Next question. Sam's still here. Sam died. No, he's good. Yeah. Okay. We're good. Sam's alive. The lag.
It's you and your crap internet.
College internet is a big difference. All right, we're going. Doug Baldwin.
Tell him, Sam. It's not us. It's him.
Doug Baldwin, Adam Humphries.
Humphries.
Yeah, Humphries. I like Tyler Lockett over Baldwin.
I think Tyler Lockett's taking over that wide receiver one for Seattle.
We got something. I got something right in the podcast this offseason. Yeah. Well, remember the Baldwin injury news came out. I don't know. It's going to be after a whole full offseason of recovery and probably surgery.
But I think Humphries, it speaks more about Godwin than it does about Humphries because
Winston.
Well, no, what I guess that's what I'm saying is Godwin with Winston, I think gets 4 less points per game than without Winston or with Fitzpatrick. So, I mean, with Humphries is kind of evened out. So it's kind of Brayton Humphries with Winston. So I think Humphries is a good play with Winston in there as quarterback.
I think Watson's out this week too again.
Justin Watson?
No, Deshaun Watson.
Who's Deshaun Watson?
Dude, what?
Deshaun Jackson?
Jackson.
Hold on.
Delete that out of there, will you?
We're leaving that in here. We don't have many listeners. Deshaun Watson, guys, is now at wide receiver for the Tampa Bay.
Wow.
It's okay, dude. Michael Trubisky. We're keeping it in. This is the best because this is what we like to see. Michael Trubisky, Jameson Winston, Rashid Jennings we had before the podcast, and then Shaquan Barkley we have. We have lots of names for all this.
Yeah, you loved Shaquan.
Oh, no,
Barkley.
Sam.
I love that.
We have a lot more.
I'm gonna love him this week too.
On your own team, and just Shaquan Barkley.
All right,
Don't worry. If you guys listen to the F3 podcast, Tyler Gee does that all the time. He reminds me of that guy from the Key and Peele skit.
Oh, man.
You done messed up, hey Ron.
Teacher one.
And he's a teacher too. So that's the funniest thing is he always gets the names just subtly wrong, and I just sit there and laugh the whole time.
That's what I like before the podcast. My dad was just walking around the house saying he likes a player. I'm like, who? He just say like the most random name. All right, Dad. You got DJ Moore or Josh Gordon. Not Randy Moss. Sorry. A lot of people think he's Randy Moss. He could be Randy Moss.
Who thinks he's Randy Moss?
My friend.
Yeah, give me
DJ Moore. My friend thinks he's Randy Moss.
I think Josh Gordon's a set this week, actually.
Tough matchup.
Very tough matchup.
DJ Moore.
Plus, I don't like Tom Brady at quarterback.
I don't like Tom Brady.
Oh, by the way, I have Austin Eckler as a set this week. I just saw that.
Spoiler alert. That's like news. Get it here first. This probably isn't going to like tomorrow or Friday. But anyway, DJ Moore, Mike Evans.
Oh, he froze.
Yep, there goes that internet, college internet.
Oh, there you are.
I hear you guys. So DJ Moore or Mike Evans. 30 minutes. All right.
Evans.
Put it on the table. I'll do this bet.
Oh, you want DJ Moore,
I
huh?
want DJ Moore.
Oh
I
man.
love DJ Moore. It's funny. I used to love Mike Evans. Like I remember that one year, Dad. Like I thought he's gonna be a wide receiver number 1 when he like finally broke out that one year. And then ever since that year, when I drafted him, I just hated him. Don't know what it is.
Dude, he's been a monster this year. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's been subtly a monster.
Maybe if Justin
He's subtly a monster.
Maybe if Justin had him on his home league team, he'd be in the playoffs instead of got to win this.
Dude,
week.
you don't have Mike Evans.
I'm just saying it's a general question.
It's a general statement.
Mike Evans is a wide receiver 10 this season.
Yeah, he's doing good.
And he's got the 5th most yards.
I'm playing matchup.
By the way, 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons to start his career.
Mike Evans does get the yards, except for he doesn't get the run.
Not too many guys do that.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns.
No, he doesn't run though. He just catches the ball and falls down, but it works. It works.
Well, that's all you really need, right?
I guess so.
Just throw the ball deep and throw it to him in the end zone.
Yep.
I would say Stephon Diggs or the field, but not doing that.
Oh, get out of here.
Curtis Samuel, Bruce Ellington.
He's hurt. I don't.
No, he's playing. He got a hamstring. He's fine. He'll be fine. If he does play. If not, then Jarius Wright. I think steps up in that place. Then DJ Moore smash week. That's what that means. So I'll take it out. I won't do credit. I'll do Sammy Watkins or Bruce Ellington.
I like Bruce Ellington just because of the situation.
God.
Just because of the situation he's in. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
You're
That's
welcome.
bad one.
You're welcome.
That was bad.
Oh, I mean, hopefully Ellington's playing in the slot, which he should be. I'm gonna just do Ellington and PPR.
Yeah, just because of the situation he's in.
Yeah.
Right. And then we got
God, that's bad.
Don't do it, Sam.
Equanimous St. Brown or Cinderblock Man. Cortland Sutton.
Oh,
You're worse than the last one.
That's not Equanimous St. Brown is a sleeper this week, I think.
I don't know.
Wait,
Why? Because you picked him up on waivers?
I think that was the second different enunciation of that. You want to try that again?
nope.
Equanimia St. Brown.
I'm not even gonna try it again, Sam. It hurts my tongue and my mouth. It hurts my brain.
Equanimia.
St. Brown.
ESP. Just say ESP.
Nah, that's too easy. St. Brown. Equi. We're gonna call him Ecky. So Ecky or Cortland Sutton.
I gotta go ESB, but I don't like it at all.
Not pretty, Sam. Not pretty at all. I agree. John Brown or Kiki Kuti if he plays. John Brown just disappeared ever since Lamar Jackson's came in.
Yeah, Kiki.
Kiki.
I don't think Kiki's playing this week, is he? He hurt his hand.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of injuries. Like right now, it's too early to tell. So I'll put Christian Kirk instead of his place. This one, like basically similar to him. So Christian Kirk or who did I say? I just went blank on who I said. John Brown. Wow.
God, John Brown's a sit to me until they actually show any semblance of chemistry.
I agree.
So yeah, it's got to be Christian Kirk in that one.
I agree.
The last one we're gonna do is Tyler Boyd or Corey Davis.
Corey Davis has a tough matchup this
Easy
week.
matchup. 31st in points allowed to wide receivers against the Jets.
The Jets?
Yeah, that's what 4 for 4 has.
Well, Cincinnati's got a new quarterback too. I don't know. Driscoll.
Yeah, but I mean, he actually looked decent last week with Boyd, or Boyd did.
Yeah, Boyd looked at that. He had that one touchdown call back, didn't he?
It wasn't a touchdown; it was just a deep shot. But yeah,
You're wrong.
point stance.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're getting their numbers.
I'm not sure. He could just be in there right now.
Green is coming back this week too, right?
Yes, he is. He says he's
Yeah,
well.
so-
He says he is, but if he, I
Wow.
don't know. The ultimate decision, I
Actually-
guess, is down to him.
Yeah, it actually is. So they have the fourth most wide receivers to wide receiver points this season. So yeah, I mean, it's got to be Corey Davis.
Right. And then tight ends, we're gonna kind of go quick. I mean, a couple tight end bets here.
Do we ever go quick on this?
The tight
No?
ends, we
Okay.
don't really go quick on tight ends. We should, but we
No,
don't.
we don't go quick on this podcast because it's entertaining. We're trying to bring entertainment to the masses, Justin. Quit trying to cut us short, Justin.
Yeah. Just
This
because you got to
ju-
do homework.
This just in.
Just because you got to do homework on your fantasy team to make the playoffs. I mean, come on.
I love when the old man starts.
It's
talking
going to be
shit.
a shame when you don't make it into your own league in the playoffs, and then in our other main league you play me in the first round and you lose.
I don't know.
Lose, son.
That's going to be embarrassing. You might as well just quit fantasy football. If that
I think
happens,
your dad just called you an embarrassment.
I
Yep.
can't control the actions
have not beaten
of
me
my
yet.
players
Oh,
on my team.
get out of here! You,
I have
Like-
someone called Mr. Leonard
Yeah.
Fournette. I don't know why
Yeah,
he
that
did what he
doesn't
did,
matter.
but he'll be
Where?
back for week 14.
yeah, so
And
what?
then I have Mr. Melvin
so
Gordon,
you're-
and I can't.
That doesn't mean
control-
you're going to win.
I'm saying
That
if I
doesn't mean
face
you're gonna
you,
win.
I'm not saying I'm gonna win. I'm saying I have my two starting running backs, my first and second round pick, not playing week 1 of the playoffs. I don't need him against your sorry team in this league. This is the only team.
Oh, really? Is
the
that
other
right?
Teams, I'll put money on. I'll
Okay.
put money on that matchup if it
Yeah.
happens.
I'm in the 5th spot right now.
I'm not gonna face you then. What are you talking about?
Don't worry
I
about
don't lose. I'm gonna be first place at this week. You watch.
all right, let's go to tight ends.
Tight ends.
We're derailed. Let's go.
Eric Ebron, Cameron Brate.
Ebron.
it. Yeah, Ebron's playing
Cameron
fantastic.
Brate, Jared Cook.
Cameron Brate.
Cook.
All right.
Oh.
Dad, for you, Cameron Brate, David Njoku, and then for Sam, Jared Cook, David Njoku.
I'm going to Doku. Njoku.
Njoku.
That's the only first and foremost. That's the way that, I mean, the Broncos didn't beat them, but that's how they were, getting down the field was with tight ends. That's Houston's weakness. So, and you saw it last week with Jonnu, but that's kind of their one weakness on defense is tight ends.
Njoku. We got Chris Herndon or Gerald Everett.
Oh,
I like Gerald Everett this week as a sleeper tight end. I think he has a good matchup.
I think Herndon's a sit this week. I love Herndon. I think he's been solid since like week 3, but the Titans are very good against tight ends.
Dad.
I don't know.
You can't say this. I have a decision to make this week, and I'm putting Everett in.
You have that decision to
I
make?
have-
What are you
I have
doing?
I'd
Everett,
probably go with
Matt
Everett.
Lacoste or Everett. I'm going Everett.
Ooh. I would go with Matt Lacoste personally. The Broncos have been
Homer.
using tight ends more of late. No, listen. You should also listen to me because I know more than you about the Broncos. They've been using
Yeah,
the
you
tight
do.
ends. They've been using tight ends more of late since they got rid of Demarius Thomas. Cortland Sutton has not looked good since they've gotten rid of Demarius Thomas. And Lacoste is the next guy up because Hireman's on the IR. And Cincinnati sucks against tight ends.
These are all true statements. I'm trying to find
And Case Keenum does his best work in 2 tight end sets and throwing to the tight ends. Matt Lacoste. That's why I think Matt Lacoste is a deep sleeper at tight end for the remainder of the season because they have a lot of good matchups at the end of this season. They're going to be pushing into the playoffs, boys. After going 3-6, they've won 2 in a row.
That'd be the
Against
Chargers,
Chargers and the
they
Steelers.
have be 2 good teams. I will give them that. I'm looking at
And the rest of the way is very, very easy. So look out for Broncos, pick up Broncos, try and buy Broncos if you can, but I'm sure all of your trade deadlines are over.
Mine's not.
But-
Sanders.
Get Broncos.
Get all the Broncos, and then Probably.
Seriously.
Yeah, they have a good play. Yeah, he's right. I mean, there you go. Fair enough. I'm starting to share that.
Talking about. I like Denver too, but talking about tight ends, and I wish I had some sad music to play for this.
Wait.
You got some sad music? Put it on. The listeners are gonna love this. Oh, my man Jimmy Graham. I'm sitting him the rest of the year. I mean, you can't trust a guy who scored once in his last 7 games. I know you're loving this, Justin. I can see you just looking at me. He's combined for 4 catches for 61 yards in the past 3 games on 6 targets. It's risky to trust Graham while he's playing hurt. They might even be able to drop him if you can pick somebody up. I can't believe I just said that.
He just said drop.
I can't believe I just said that. But I'm not dropping him, but he's going to be sitting on my bench for the rest of the year.
Now,
I agree with that.
I will say.
I have no choice. I have no choice. It's hard for me to say that, but I had to do it.
If I were... This is probably the best analysis you've given all season long. You are just about 13 weeks too late. Now,
it's a pretty good analysis.
You are 13 weeks too late.
That.
If you spent a draft pick on Jimmy Graham, my condolences are to. Well, if you did it because of my dad, my condolences are to you. If you did it yourself.
I'm still in the playoffs with Jimmy Graham on my team, so there you go. I'm still the 5th seed, I believe.
He's still the 5th seed
with him on
in the league with him on his team. I would give him that.
He's gonna be looking up at me from the bench.
Now, you have him not in the home league where I need to win and make the playoffs.
No.
And we're gonna get this on the podcast. It's a 41 minutes in, but Dad, the number 1 team you lost to last week, Thomas, you lost to him.
Yep.
He'll probably be here
well,
in a second.
I had running back issues, so I had to drop somebody to pick up. I had to pick. What's up, buddy? You barely won. You got
this is live on the show.
Monday
Sorry
night
to interrupt you during your loss.
You needed Monday night to beat me. You're the idiot who traded away Holmes, you dummy.
Wait. Sam, get this. He traded away Mahomes.
You know what you're telling
me?
You
traded away Mahomes. You're going to lose the league.
No,
you're going to lose the league because you're stupid. Because I think you and Bobby are in cahoots with money or something.
I thought you said as soon as I traded Mahomes,
yeah,
I basically traded you first place.
Yep.
What happened to that?
Dude, you're going nowhere. You're going nowhere, so don't worry about it. You and the other clown are in cahoots for the money to try to beat me. That's what you guys did.
No hope.
You guys ganged up on me because I have the best team.
Ganged up with the best team, he said.
You gave away Mahomes. You're a first place guy with Mahomes. You gave him away for nothing.
Tell him what he gave it away. Oh, Sam, hold on. We're gonna tell Sam the trade.
Sam.
I already know. I remember you guys told me last week.
It was a mistake.
Yeah.
But
the only way you beat me is because I had no running backs.
That was my mistake, was not getting Zeke.
You could have had Zeke for Mahomes.
But I hate the Cowboys, so I couldn't do that to myself.
That's stupid.
What? That's no way to play.
You're playing fantasy football. That's stupid.
I know.
Just like giving away Mahomes was stupid.
But you're still letting an emotional man stand on first place for the entire season from week 1.
You're going to get knocked out in the first round.
I'm a face of
You're going to get knocked out.
I don't know. I mean,
first round, you're getting knocked out.
If you keep dropping 145 points, it's not looking too good for you either, Mr. Tall.
You lost against me 2 weeks ago, so you got nothing to say. You're 1-1 against me. So what do you got? Nothing, kid.
Yeah, but
go back and study. Go back and study before you fail out of school. Go back and study because you're 1-1. You don't have a leg to stand on. The playoffs are coming, kid. Look out.
That's all I'm gonna say.
The playoffs are coming.
First place.
Yeah,
see that?
That don't mean nothing.
Something that you haven't seen the whole season.
If you don't get the money, it means nothing.
Hasn't even gotten the sniff of it. He thought he was going to be in first place, but then he realized that I score more points than him each week.
Oh, no.
So then, therefore, I'm still in first place.
You just gave Bobby the championship. Congratulations.
No, Tyler did that.
No.
Whatever.
Tyler
you did too. You helped him. You helped him too.
No,
you both helped him.
If he didn't not make that trade, he would have. Who would it be as his wide receiver number 1? His wide receiver number 1 would have been Michael Crabtree. Yeah, he's really winning the league with that team.
Well, you're not gonna win.
All right, you can look at him behind.
Go study. See you later.
I know you've seen a lot.
Go study. 2 plus 2 is 7. See you later.
9-3.
Bye.
9-3.
We like to improvise on this podcast.
Apparently. Just get your dad all riled up.
Give away Mahomes, and then he can get out of here. Damn kids.
He knows he's stupid. It's a lot of hoopla.
How dare you trade Patrick?
That's what I was saying. And not even trade. Like,
Just-
if you were to trade him, like get something back for him, not get Marlon Mack and Golden Tate. Oh, jeez.
He is still in first place. I'll give him that. And he barely beat me last week, but I had some running back issues. But I beat him 2 weeks ago, and he doesn't score as many points as he did when he had Mahomes. So I don't see him doing anything in the playoffs.
I'm gonna face the first round. Him or Bob, I'm gonna face first round. I will beat him for you. You're welcome. I got that.
But it is what it is.
That's gonna do it for the podcast.
We'll let him talk a little bit.
Hopefully, people made it to the end. Sam, what was your information you had to tell everyone?
Oh yeah. So Etan Mosia.
Yes, Aton.
You guys had him on recently.
We did.
Yeah.
We are starting our own podcast.
All right.
What? I didn't even know you guys.
It
knew
is
each other.
called Well, I mean, he reached out to me after he heard me whore around on all the other podcasts. Apparently, the 55 podcasts I've been on. Speaking of, I'm recording another one at like 11 tonight.
See,
my
Dad,
gosh.
this means that he just uses us and he just runs away from us and goes to every other podcast. I see.
Sam is a busy guy.
Listen, I am trying to be Ryan McDowell. Ryan McDowell is my hero.
Wow.
I'm trying to be Ryan McDowell and do everything.
Okay,
But, so this podcast is called Dynasty Diagnostic. So what we're going to do is we'll do like all the general stuff, waiver wires, what they have implications for in dynasty and injuries and stuff like that. And then we're going to take users' lineups and do a diagnostic on it. Just think like car diagnostics and tell them what they can improve and what we like about the team and kind of give them a grade. And I think it'll just apply to dynasty in general, where they'll figure out what we feel about players or how to build a winning lineup or a winning roster every season.
that's different.
I like that.
Yeah.
When does that start? When do you plan on starting?
We will be recording our first one just to see what format looks like and stuff here in the next couple weeks. May release that, may not. And then we'll put something out. Probably look at one of our rosters at first, put it out there, see what people think, and then start asking for submissions on people's rosters so we can judge them, which is my favorite thing to do. I just realized that today I just get to judge people's fantasy rosters. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. We got one for you to judge. That'd be awesome.
So yeah, we'll be looking out for that. I mean, we'll be talking about it over the next few weeks on podcasts, and then we'll hopefully put one out here sometime in the next couple months once we figure everything out. And then we'll start making calls out for roster submissions so we can break them down.
That's awesome. Good
And
luck
if
to you.
people were to say be interested in you and Aton grading their team, how would they submit this?
So the Twitter handle is at Dynasty Diagnostic. You can always DM me at FF Stompy. You can DM Aton at FF Wonder Kid,
I think that's right.
I believe.
Yeah.
Let me
No.
make sure that.
FF Wonder Kid sounds right.
Okay, be slower. Aton at FF _ Wonder Kid, and that's a capital W Wonder Kid.
Yeah.
And then give us a follow. Like I said, we'll be putting stuff out there, just on podcasts, telling people about the podcast coming up.
Yeah.
And then
That's awesome.
Like it.
You're busy.
sorry,
You're so
sorry.
busy.
The podcast is at Dino Diagnostic, not Dynasty. At Dino Diagnostic.
Gotcha. And are you still going to be doing as many guest appearances as you're probably saying?
Duh, bro.
Always. The guest, yeah. See, busy.
Dude, I'm grinding. I'm grinding right now, and I love it.
You are grinding.
We like
You're all over the place.
And here every week. Yeah.
We're glad you're on our show every week.
I love
We
it.
have to have, like,
This
an
is
off-season
one of my
thing.
favorite. This is one of my favorite things. This is a day or a half hour I look forward to every week.
Nice.
All the banter. Love the
Yeah.
banter,
You should-
boys.
We got some extra banter tonight with that clown coming out of that room.
that clown coming up.
Got some extra banter.
I'm not even going to edit it out, dude. I'm just going to leave it in there.
It's gonna be a shame when he doesn't win.
He's not going to, and neither are you. I'm gonna pull it out of nowhere. You watch. If I win this week,
You better better win this week, or don't even come on the show next week. Me and Sam will do it. Don't even come on if you lose. You better hope you're in the playoffs.
I've hosted a podcast now.
Oh crap!
Nice.
I mean, I'll have.
We're gonna. Yeah,
I gotta
take over, John.
No.
Yeah, bro. I'll host for you next week.
Oh, geez.
No, you can. I'll let you come on, but you just can only comment on your team.
He can come on. I will just. I'll host for him.
Nice. There you go.
He'll be my end.
Ooh,
nice.
I'll be the guy who
there we go.
The banter.
Yeah, but you don't provide very good information, so no wonder you're losing so much.
This hurts.
Yes, Sam. Yes.
I don't have. Well,
yes.
This is
shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
All right, this is my last podcast I'll ever be doing. If you guys want to stay tuned what I do later in my life, Twitter's at JustinFSFF, and this is probably one of the last times you hear my voice. The new podcast is now the Father Sam Fantasy Football Podcast.
Yes.
Father Stompy podcast.
Father Stompy Father Podcast, and that's what's gonna happen. Dad, anything else you want to say, real quick?
Good luck. Good luck this week.
Thanks. I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but that's gonna do it.